Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pennsylvania Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thanks so much for joining. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. This is a webinar, and you can use the Q&A button on your screen at any time to type questions to our presenters. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is the final session, but you are able to review all of the recorded presentations available at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. And now I'd like to turn it over to our awesome group of presenters. First up, we have Neumann University.
All right, good evening. My name is Joshua Bittler. I'm the Assistant Director of Transfer Admissions at Neumann University. So just wanted to quickly go through a little bit about Neumann. So we are located just west of Philadelphia, about 25-30 minutes outside of the city in the suburb of Aston, Pennsylvania. We are a small to medium-sized institution, just about 2,500 undergrad students. And giving you a class size of about 22 on the average, so it is something that most students are comfortable with and used to from a high school setting as well. And I'm going to dive into a number of these things in length here. So first off, we do have a great community on a lot of support systems throughout your entire process, from your admissions process, obviously from your time with us in your 4 years, and then also leaving us course. But at our institution and a lot of others, I do notice that a lot of students don't take advantage of a lot of these great academic resources of tutoring, writing services, disabilities. All these things are there to help you, and I really suggest that everybody looks into that at their time at the university. Jumping into our academic programs, I'm not going to hit on every single one of these, but just to go through a couple here. You'll see a couple different things. You'll see some +1 programs as we go through the list. Essentially, that's going to be an undergraduate program that's connected directly into a graduate degree that you would finish up typically a little bit faster. You'll see a couple things within our majors like English or mathematics. You'll see a secondary education program well, just meaning you can teach that on the high school level. A couple new ones that we just recently added would be our cybersecurity and data science analytic program. We built a new space on campus for this, and it's really great. You can see these all either in person on tour with us or on our website. We do have a virtual tour as well. Getting through these, we are certainly known for our nursing program. And we do also allow students to transfer into the nursing program at any point into our BSN program. But we also have a lot of other great health science majors as well. One of our more popular bioclinical science program, and then a couple other here that you can see in front of me. We have our early ed program that is paired with a PK through 8 special education cert, all as one degree. So it certainly makes you a little bit more marketable as you do enter the field. And then some of the secondary ed programs that I mentioned. We do a number of pre-programs that you'll see when applying. Essentially, this means that you will go on to further your education at a different school, whether it be a law school or you're going into med school or whatever it may be. And then, so again, feel free to visit our website to view all of those. Again, with our time, I'm not going to hit on every single one. One thing at Neumann, we do encourage everybody to do an internship. It is a requirement for our programs. Now, of course, that looks a little bit different for some of our majors. You know, with education, you're going to be doing, student teaching. With nursing, you're going to be doing clinicals. But for everything else, we do have a lot of great partnerships. We're in a great location right around the greater Philadelphia area, where we do have a lot of big business, and we have a lot of our students in the field, and they get typically hired directly from their internships as well. 1 in 5 of our graduates landed an intern or a job directly from their internship. And moving on, we have a lot of clubs and activities on campus. We have involvement fairs as well for our students at the beginning of every semester as well. So if you don't see something that you're interested in, you're absolutely welcome to start that as well. Campus ministry. We are a Catholic Franciscan institution, so there's a lot of great things for campus ministry, but of course we are also open to all faiths as well. Study abroad obviously can look a little different right now, but we do have partnerships around the world, and we can also, you know, if it's not one of our direct partners, we can certainly get you to any country that you need to go to. Great opportunity, certainly recommend everybody take advantage of that. We have suite style living on campus. We have a couple different options with that. All of our dorms are very up to date, renovated, or built fairly recently as well, but also a very commuter friendly campus. We are a NCAA Division III athletic school. We do have 24 teams, men's and women's, but we also have a number of different levels from the, you know, if you're not doing Division III, also club teams that still compete on a high level, as well as intramural. So I'm going to skip ahead quickly to our application process. We do a free application on our website, and the you'll see the free application on our website. Through the process, we'll be there to assist you. You have access once you do apply to your application portal to see exactly what we're asking of you. We do offer merit-based scholarships for our transfer students, and generous PTK scholarships as well that you can stack on top of that. But if you do have any questions, we have a lot of different resources. You can sign up for 1v1 times with us to speak particularly about your application, and we have a lot of virtual events that we're holding right now as well. So,
all righty, thank you so much. We do have to move on to Harcum College is next.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyler Ganji, and I am an admissions counselor at Harcum College. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen, to hear about our schools. For those of you that might not know about Harcum, we were founded in 1915, so we've been around a while, and we are a private, nonprofit associate degree granting institution. We're located in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, so we are in the suburbs of Philadelphia, right on the main line. We did become co-ed in 2003. So before that, we were an all-girls school. One of the unique things about us being an associate degree granting school is that we do have residence halls on campus. So if you do want to come to Harcum and get your associate's degree, you do still have the option to live on campus and get that college experience. We are D1 and D2 in the NJCAA. So you are able to come to Harcum, play sports, and receive athletic scholarships as well. We have over 20 different associate degree majors that we offer and certificate offerings that we have that you can go on and continue your education in a specific field as well. So here at Harcum, we are most known for our allied health programs. The reason we're most known about those programs is because of the high pass rates we have for those programs. Overall, all of those programs have a 91% pass rate. So our students are coming out ready to take those licensure exams and pass them first try to go on into the workforce. To be a little bit more specific, our nursing major, the last 4 years, we've had a 100% pass rate on the NCLEX for the last 4 graduating classes, which is huge. So every single one of the students that have graduated in the last 4 years that went on to take the NCLEX passed it first try, and they're in the workforce ready to do what they have to do. So we're really proud of that. Some of the other allied health majors we have are OTA, PTA, dental hygiene, dental assisting, radiologic technology, and veterinary nursing. We pride ourselves in the clinical affiliations we have with all of these majors. Our vet nursing specifically, we're affiliated with University of Pennsylvania School of Vet Medicine. So again, just really reputable programs. So you being a transfer student, one of the benefits would be you having some of the prerequisites or core curriculum courses already completed. So you can come to Harcum and only have to focus on the major curriculum and the main courses in that major. Now, if getting a bachelor's degree is something you wanted to do, we do have articulation agreements with four-year institutions. So we do have RN to BSN affiliations. You can go on and get a bachelor's in radiology, go on to become a veterinarian, so many different things that we can do here at Harcum. And we have a great transfer and career services that can help you do that. So whether it be transferring or going right into the workforce, that department is really hands-on and is really willing to help our students be successful. We have very small class sizes at Harcum. You're going to know your professor by name, and in return, they're going to know yours. So you're really not just a number here at Harcum. We value you, and we really put effort into your success. We also pride ourselves on the financial aid opportunities all of our students get. Every single accepted student will get an individualized financial aid package, and this is based off of your FAFSA that you can fill out. And then we're able to offer scholarships and grants based off of the FAFSA data and merit. And like I said, we work really closely with you through that whole process because we never want a student to be unsure or just have any questions, and we never want you to leave any money on the table. Here's a list of all the majors that we do have to offer. Like I said, we're really well known for our allied health sciences. And as a transfer student, that's most of our students come for. But we do have a wide range in the art and design, the humanities. So a lot of different things that you can really get involved in. And if you have any questions about anything specifically, feel free to enter those in the Q&A and I'd be happy to answer them. So one of the things that leads to our students' success is the student support services we can offer. So we have academic coaching where you can get a one-on-one academic coach, and this is far beyond just tutoring. So they can help with study skills, helping you find scholarships, and just planning out your schedule to make sure you're successful. We have a great Office of Disability Services, and we really try to accommodate any single student who has an IEP or a documented disability. And beyond that, we have a learning specialist. So if you have test anxiety or just struggle with standardized tests, we have someone on campus that will be able to help you get through that. And you don't need to have the IEP or documented disability to get a hold of our learning specialist. This is access to all students. We also have a great tutoring center with professional and peer tutors for every single subject and every single major, and counseling services as well to manage your mental and emotional health, which sometimes just goes hand in hand in the success of your education. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys about, just to get connected with you guys, is our application process. We like to make it as easy as possible. Our application is free right on our website. So right at harcum.edu is an apply now button, which you can click and you can submit an application for free based on the major. We are still enrolling for fall 2021 for all of our majors. So there is nothing that we can't consider you for. I definitely recommend getting an application in. And then we would just need the official transcripts of your high school and the colleges you've attended. And then for all of our allied health programs, we would require an essay and a letter of recommendation. And then the last thing I just want to say is if once you do apply, you will get your own admissions counselor who would then be able to communicate with you and let you know exactly what you would need to be considered. And definitely if any more questions, feel free to put them in the chat and I'd be happy to answer anything more in detail.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown.
All right, let's get this loaded. Hey everybody, I'm Tim Hornick with Pitt Johnstown admissions team. I want to thank everyone for taking the time out to join us tonight. It's a great step in finding your fit. A little bit about Pitt Johnstown. We were founded in 1927 as the first and largest regional campus of the University of Pittsburgh. So what's nice is you can come to Pitt Johnstown. You don't have to be located in the city of Pittsburgh. You can get that nice medium feel of a college and still become a Pitt graduate and get that world-renowned Pitt education at a school that boasts a 20-to-1 student to faculty ratio with average class size of 25. So our students are getting that personal fit, like everyone is mentioning, where in those classrooms, largest class on campus is 45. You get to those labs, if you're an engineering student and things like that, you can be in classes as small as 10. Your advisor knows who you are, what you're interested in, and what your goals are after school so that we can get you out in time and get you out into that work world. For our academic divisions, we host programs in business and enterprise, education, engineering, computer science, and the rest that are listed there. When you think nursing and health sciences, we are the University of Pittsburgh, so we are connected to the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. Our engineering and computer science program, the building is in the background, just recently underwent a $17.5 million addition and renovation and just officially got their ABET certification. And our education department is run by Dr. Jerry Sahorchik, who's a former Secretary of Education for the state of Pennsylvania. And those are just some key points to mention. All of our programs do a great job in making sure that you're getting an individualized, personalized education, and you're going to be able to boast that 4-year bachelor's degree as a transfer student coming into us in all those different programs. A little bit about our campus life. We have guaranteed housing. We have 20 facilities for our students. Coming in as a transfer student, you would immediately obviously pass up those freshman dormitories. All of those facilities have free laundry included. They have air conditioning. Most of them are some form of apartment style or townhouse style where you can start to have your own kitchen and things like that. We have over 100 student organizations. Our student activities program and our programming board do an amazing job of making sure our students have things to do throughout the week as well as on the weekends to socialize. We are a Division II athletic institution. So we bolster everything from wrestling to men and women's basketball, volleyball, softball, baseball. So that means there is that opportunity for athletic aid with conversations with the coach. If you're interested, best thing you can do is go on our athletics website and fill out our recruiting questionnaire. And then we also have activities such as club and intramural sports. So you're still able to compete and continue that competitive edge if you have it. Our real world career services, they do a great job. They've won awards on a regular basis for preparing our students for life after college. It is a 40-year decision. You want to make sure you're setting yourself up so you can go and reach those goals. What's really nice is we have Pitt Johnstown, Pitt Greensburg, Pitt Bradford, University of Pittsburgh. All of those alum are Pitt alum. So we have alumni all over the world looking to hire other Pitt alumni. Our study abroad program is the exact same as the University of Pittsburgh's, so we can send students all over the place. The admissions process is really simple. All you got to do is communicate and reach out. We have merit-based scholarships for transfer students. All you have to do is apply to the school and you'll automatically be reviewed for that. No additional application or anything else. We just need your high school transcripts and the transcripts from the institution you're coming from. We're rolling admissions, so if you are interested in this fall, absolutely get that done for us. It's just johnstown.pitt.edu/apply. If you don't want to apply just yet and you have some questions, we can always do an unofficial credit evaluation and let you know where you'd stand in our curriculum. We are a very affordable institution. Pitt does a great job of making sure that we can bridge that gap between EFC and cost of attendance. Pitt is matching the Pell Grant, so if you're a Pell eligible student, Pitt is able to match that dollar for dollar in tuition that you won't have to pay back at all. And then for our staff, we have a full staff there, so if you have questions, reach out to that counselor individually. All of our information is on the website as well. Brett Hasselrig is also our director of admissions. He works personally with our transfer applicants. So the best thing you can do is reach out and communicate with us so that we can be in touch, we can have a conversation and see what we can do to make sure that Pitt Johnstown is the right place for you and the most affordable option we can make it be for you as well. And that's my presentation, so we can go ahead to the next one.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Savannah College of Art and Design.
Hello and good evening to everybody. My name is Steve Douglas. I am an assistant director of admission with the Savannah College of Art and Design. I'm also an alumni of SCAD. I graduated back in 2017 with a degree in film and television, and I've worked professionally in the film and TV world for a handful of years now. But I'm here to tell you a little bit more about SCAD. So we were founded in 1978, and since then we've grown to become one of the most comprehensive and connected art and design schools in the world. We currently have 4 campuses worldwide, one in Midtown Atlanta, another in the southern provincial region of Lacoste, France, and our largest campus in Savannah, Georgia, in addition to our online e-learning platform that you can access from anywhere and everywhere. We are an incredibly diverse university. We have just over 15,000 students from all 50 states and over 100 different countries. And in fact, about 25% of our SCAD student population is international. So students are literally coming from all over the globe. We offer more programs of study and specialization than any other art and design university in the United States. And that accumulates with our minor programs to over 100 different degree programs of study with 40 plus majors and over 75 minors. At SCAD, we are constantly evolving in response to the fast-changing world that we all live in, and our students will go on to advance this world and its entire curriculum. SCAD's ongoing innovation is designed to keep you in step with and even ahead of the fields that you are about to join. And this is evidenced by career preparation at SCAD, which is our core mission. Our alumni employment rate from spring of 2019 was 99%. We're either employed, seeking further education, or a combination of both within 10 months. And of that, 91% were employed in a creative field. These extraordinary numbers are really a testament to our talented students and their ambition, and it really speaks volumes about a SCAD education. Our alumni and their work are literally everywhere. Just as an example, SCAD grads are transforming titans of industry such as Google. Andrew Silbert is an interaction designer there, and he's taking the tech giant into the future through innovations in augmented and virtual reality. As well as design for sustainability alumna Naz Marie, who leads community-based research as a senior designer at IDEO, which is a global design company committed to making a positive impact. And in the shoe game, SCAD industrial design alumnus Quentin Williams called next, as he is the co-founder of the startup Q4 Sports, and he designs for NBA stars and sneakerheads alike. And like I said, that's just a small selection of our accomplished SCAD grads, with many of them going on to work for major Fortune 100 and 500 companies such as Netflix, Chanel, Pixar, Apple, Spotify, Instagram, and more. And at SCAD, we champion a culture of small class settings for individualized attention with our students. Your largest studio class at SCAD will be encompassed of only 20 students, while our lecture courses are capped at 30 students total. You'll learn one-on-one from instructors with experience from the world's top companies and brands, such as L'Oreal, Uber, as well as NBC. And for students that are interested in getting a head start, we offer an accelerated program called GradPath. This is where you can actually fast track your degree program to a master's degree within as little as 4 to 5 years. So it allows you to earn a BFA as well as an MA in as little as 4 years, or a BFA and an MFA, which is a terminal degree at our university, in as little as 5 years. And as a student, you'll collaborate with leading companies through our in-house program called SCAD Pro, where students dream up design solutions for global brands. Recently, students have reimagined Disney resorts, pitched the future of advertising to Google, and marketed driverless cars for Volvo and other companies. And SCAD Pro has hosted more than 500 collaborations in the last few years with 300 different top brands. And even after graduation, you'll receive support from SCAD, as SCAD partners with our alumni to launch companies, products, and services, providing the mentorship to make it in the marketplace. And whether it's hearing the inspirational words from music legends, attending a masterclass, or an exclusive screening with one of our esteemed designers or esteemed guests, these are exclusive opportunities that are offered at SCAD. So just to talk a little bit about our admission process, the first thing you have to do is submit an initial application with us. That's just basic biographical information, like name, address, as well as our application fee. You can submit that. Once that's submitted, you'll be contacted by an admission advisor within about a week. That person will work with you one-on-one to get the rest of your materials submitted, which includes things like potentially high school transcripts, as well as college transfer transcripts, and any work experience that you might have that might be related to your degree program. 3, we encourage you to visit. We are currently doing socially distanced daily tours down at our Savannah and Atlanta campuses Monday through Saturday. So if any of you are able to and would like to, you're more than welcome to come down and visit us. We also host information sessions throughout the country. We actually have a few coming up on June 26th. So if any of you are interested, I will try to get in contact with anybody that would like my contact information. I'd be more than happy to give you more details on that. And of course, you can also go to scad.edu/visit for more details on that. And we also have our big open house events, which again, right now are socially distant, but you can go to scad.edu/SCAD day for more information on that. And lastly, before I head out, please feel free to connect. We are on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We even have a TikTok now. So please feel free to join us there. Thank you all so much for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. And yeah, this has been a great session. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next up, Florida Tech. You're muted, Robin, I think.
Am I still? No, I'm good to go, right?
You're good to go.
Okay, so welcome. I hope you guys are all having a great evening. So Florida Institute of Technology, we are located on the East Coast of Florida. We were founded in 1958 by a group of NASA scientists and engineers as Kennedy Space Center was being built by NASA. So for anybody who wants to go into engineering, we obviously have a very strong, rich history of it, as well as connection. We are about 3,600 undergraduate students. Average class size is usually about 24. Obviously, it's been a little bit different this year, but we do really focus on students and professors interacting with each other, knowing who each other are. You'll see them at downtown Melbourne at Friday Fest, and you're like, oh gosh, that's a professor, they're real. But they know what you want to do as far as research and projects, and that really makes it an all-encompassing experience at Florida Tech. But like I said, about 3,500 undergraduate students and about 2,000 graduate students, because we do have master's and doctoral granting programs as well. All the different programs that we have are sorted into 4 different colleges. So we do have the College of Aeronautics, which is if you want to become a pilot, that is your opportunity. If you want to work for an airline or manage an airport, all of those are options that you can take. And actually, any of our students can get their private pilot's license on campus. So if you just kind of always wanted to fly, that's definitely an option. Within our College of Business, there are a ton of different majors, and all of them require you to do a practicum or an internship in order to graduate. So you have no choice but to get experience in the field that you want to go into before you graduate. And a lot of those do lead to jobs after graduation. Within our College of Engineering and Sciences, we have everything from aerospace engineering to ocean engineering, marine biology, sustainability studies. I mean, the list goes on as far as all of our different engineering and science programs. And with all of our programs on campus, students start into their major related classes immediately. So first semester on campus for engineering and science, you'll start into Calculus 1, your major related courses, and you keep getting further into your program from there, which means you're building your resume every single step of the way. We do have the College of Psychology and Liberal Arts, which is the first forensic psychology, or one of the first forensic psychology programs, as well as ABA programs in the United States. We have pre-law, we have humanities, journalism, a couple of different options there. And that's also where our music minor is housed. What you're seeing here are some of the different projects that our students do. Because it's major specific right away, that means you're doing your research right away. You're building projects. You say, I have this crazy idea. You'll find a professor who thinks your crazy idea is amazing, and you'll start working on it. It's actually required for all of our engineering students. And then the posters that you see hanging in the background, those are research projects that our science students work on. And again, there's no limit to what you can do, but it's really common for our science students to be published in an academic journal before they graduate with their bachelor's degree, because they're working with their professors every single step of the way. They're working with graduate students. They really have those opportunities. And the professors want nothing but for our students to succeed. So they will absolutely help them through the process to make sure that that they get to do the research that they want to be doing. As far as financial aid goes, about 95% of our students do receive financial aid. We are a private school, so there's no in-state or out-of-state tuition differences. But between academic awards, which are based on your cumulative college GPA, and if you're a member of Phi Theta Kappa, we have a specific Phi Theta Kappa scholarship. And then, of course, when you filed the FAFSA, that's kind of what swoops in everything else that you might be eligible for. We do try very hard to give good, solid scholarships because we know how, college is expensive, but we want you to be rewarded with the investment that you're putting forward with your future. We are on a ton of different social media accounts, and you'll see my email there. You can reach me either at transfer@fit.edu or rrun@fit.edu. Both of those go to me. If you go to the website, you can get information about visiting because we do have daily campus visits 2 times a day. We have remained on campus for all of our students if they wanted to do so for the past year, because we do have very strict procedures when it comes to COVID in place. It has led to a very low infection rate for our students on campus, which is something that we're absolutely thrilled with because the students just really wanted the opportunity to be in the classroom, to see their professors and their friends, even if it was with a mask on. But so all the pandemic response team has taken everything to heart with all of the different recommendations to make sure that we have everything in place to keep our students, our faculty, and our staff safe. We do have over 100 different countries represented on campus, all 50 states. We have, as far as academic support goes, we do have lots of different options for that. And we're about an hour from Kennedy Space Center in Orlando. So when it comes to getting out and doing fun, exciting things, Kennedy Space Center and Disney are only about an hour away. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So at this time, we're going to move into what we call a round robin series of questions. I'd like to invite all of our presenters back on camera and to unmute themselves, and to use this time to share a little bit of advice to folks tuning in. So the first question is, what advice would you give someone going through the transfer process? We're going to go in the same order of which you presented. So Neumann University, if you could start us off.
Sure. My best advice is really making sure that you remember the decision is truly yours. When you're choosing a college, you really want to visit it. You want to make sure that you feel comfortable there, that you find a place that you feel proud to represent, and that you feel safe at. And when you find all the right things in a university, you're going to be a much better student academically.
Harcum College.
Yeah, I guess my biggest advice would be to use the services that your current institution has to offer you transfer-wise, and also don't be afraid to reach out to the schools that you're interested in. We all talked about that we have transfer services and academic support and things like that, and these are all services that are free to you to use through your tuition. So definitely don't let them go to waste. There is somebody at your campus who wants to help you connect with these schools and help you make sure you are making the best decision possible, and you are, enrolling in a school that's going to definitely help you obtain your future goal. So definitely my best advice is to just use the support you have, and definitely always feel free to reach out to us for support because we're ultimately here to help you. So
University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown.
So my thing as someone that went to 3 different institutions for his undergraduate is experience every school you possibly can or you have any interest in, whether it's an online visit, doing a fair like this, watching videos back, doing virtual tours, get on campus, find the right fit. You're going to have a visit once upon a time where you're going to walk away and say that was awful, and you're going to have some visits where you walk away and say this is the place for me. Get your boots on the ground, get your experience, find the right fit for you, because if you're happy at a place, you can be successful.
Savannah College of Art and Design.
Sort of to echo some of what's been said, my encouragement is just make sure that you're staying in touch with your transfer advisors at these universities. Like, don't be a stranger. Communication is key. I often encourage transfer students to work with their transfer advisor, not only at their school, but also at ours and any other, because sometimes things will slip through. But if you're open and you communicate, Oftentimes it'll lead to a smoother process. So make sure you stay in contact with those advisors. Don't just let that go quiet.
Florida Tech.
I think talking to people who are in the field that you want to go into, make sure the idea that you have for your major really does fit with what that major involves. Think about, do I want to be in a cubicle all day, or do I want to be out in the field? And make sure that what you want to do lines up with that. And don't hesitate to reach out to the professors at the universities that you're getting ready to transfer to, because they can also be a really great resource as far as narrowing down your major.
So our next question, starting with Neumann University as well, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus?
I would say some of the service events that we do hold, the ability to help our local community, and even other communities as well, as we do service events and alternative spring breaks where we do send students to assist others in need.
Harcum College.
Yeah, for me, I would definitely say our homecoming weekend is probably one of my favorites. It's a really great way to stay connected with, the current students on campus and alumni. It's a great networking event. The president usually holds a dinner at his house, and since we're a smaller school, the access to that is pretty large. If you want to go, you probably get a really good chance of getting to. So it's definitely like just a really good, welcoming, good vibes weekend. And like I said, really great connections because so many alumni and, current students get to, meet and get to know each other.
University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown.
So mine would have to be the pig roast that one of our fraternities puts on. They do a great job raising a ton of money for their philanthropy. They get everyone on campus, from student athletes to engineering majors to humanities majors to faculty, staff, students from all different backgrounds, different types. Everybody on campus comes through at some point. So it shows the community of our campus that anyone and everyone can be friends with anyone and everyone. And they were, like I said, they raise a boatload of money for a really good cause.
Savannah College of Art and Design.
So I am a little biased as a film major from SCAD, but my favorite event that we hold on campus is our film festival at the end of each October. It's a week-long event where we invite Academy Award runners to come and screen their films. Students get to do workshops with the production staff of these films. They get to do Q&As with these professionals. So it's a fun event for those that are not involved in the film industry, but for those that are, it's a great networking opportunity as well. So it's definitely my favorite.
And Florida Tech.
For me, it's actually orientation, because our students are so excited to get to meet the next class. And we do have transfer specific events on campus as well. So even for our non-traditional students or our students from Pennsylvania or, wherever it is, you'll find somebody who you connect with, because as a transfer student, it can be hard to get kind of plugged into the new campus. So this is an opportunity to do so. And it's not just hanging out with a bunch of, 18-year-olds. I mean, you will be meeting people your own age and from your own walk of life.
And our final question, give an interesting or fun fact about your school. So Neumann University, back to you.
We were founded by the Sisters of St. Francis of Philadelphia, and we actually do still have an active convent on the campus.
Harcum College.
I think this is interesting just because we're an associate degree school, but our president does live on campus. So he's around often and is a very friendly face if you get to the campus.
University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown.
So I would say, despite the fact that you can walk from one end of campus to the other in about 15 minutes of what we utilize for campus buildings, we actually own over 650 acres that's available to our students for hiking, nature trails, classes, things like that.
And Savannah College of Art and Design.
With our campus in Savannah, we have over 80 buildings in the downtown Savannah Historic District. And that encompasses about 1 in 5 buildings in that area. However, SCAD is very much about rehabilitating old spaces and reintroducing them. So a lot of our buildings look very historic, very old, but then you walk inside and they're state-of-the-art facilities. So just that investment and reinvesting in our community is one of my favorite things.
And Florida Tech.
We are only about 10 minutes from the closest beach. But Cocoa Beach is within half an hour of school. I mean, like I said, we're 10 minutes to the beach, so it's really easy in the middle of the day. If you need to get away, grab your board, grab a blanket, whatever it is, and go head to the beach.
Well, I want to thank our wonderful presenters and thank you all for your insight, your knowledge, your institutional presentations, and thanks everyone for tuning into this session. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. As a reminder, in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording again, as well as others from the Pennsylvania Association for College Admission Counseling virtual college series at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. Thank you so much and have a great rest of the day.